Hi everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm going to chisel the corner piece where you can see the set of ladders. That part there in the corner is excuse me, is just lime mortar. It's set quite hard, but I want to get it off because I want to match the same colour as everywhere else in the building. So ideally, the corner where the ladders are that you can see, just here, is where I'm going to chisel all the way down. I need to chisel that whole corner piece there before I move on to this back piece here, and then we're going to move round to this wall here too. Now that the winter is, now that the winter is approaching, we're still in autumn, there's a lot of work to be done inside the barns, because we're not only doing the outside walls, exterior, interior, we're doing the inside walls too, just for the support, the strength, so that it has more years. We're chiseling through one section and then chiseling through another section. So before we start doing the outside wall, we chisel in the inside wall, and then we move to the outside wall. I don't think the wall will collapse on any part of the building, but this is the way that stonemasonry said, and a builder, is the best way to give yourself less work, just in case stones start falling out, and then you have more stones piling up, and it just gives you more and more work to do. So the best way to work it is inside, outside, outside in the driest days, inside on the wet days. Now, everyone knows that we're now into November, and that November is approaching. It's a lot of damp, cold, rain, a mixture of bad weather coming. So it's hard for us to go outside and do a lot of building work outside. We could do building work outside, but we choose not to. So we're going to do it inside. We're going to get these walls finished inside here. We want to get the floor put down in here too, in order to move forward. We're going to put a plastic, well, like a sort of window look across here, across this beam, to fixate the historical machinery that's in there. We're not getting rid of the machinery that's in place here. We're keeping it. We're going to be lighting the fire in here. We're going to make it a little cozy bar. It's going to look spectacular. And below us is the cave that I'm working on, which is going to be the swimming pool. There's not a lot of work to be done there now. I've chiselled and cemented down both side walls and the ceiling. It's just the harder part is the bottom part inside the cave, which we need to use a different type of cement in order to stick stones, because we need to put a thick layer on top. We can't chisel it away. We've already looked into that, but that's another video that I'm going to speak to you about. So in here today, guys, I'm going to be chiseling that corner wall that I pointed out. Get round to it. We're waiting on a delivery of cement and mortar, so we're just going to be chiseling a lot of places at the moment. I'm sorry that my camera is moving about. It's deciding that it doesn't want to sit itself in a nice position, but we'll carry on with the video. Thank you to everyone watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's carry on. Okay, so now I've completed that wall now, which is really good. I'm leaving the top piece in just now until I cement from, you can see the cement down here. So I'm cementing all the way up this top bit piece here at the corner and down this corner side here. I still need to chisel a few pieces on the wall up here, but I want to cement this piece first, as I said before, because the beams are quite far in, but I just want to make it secure. Well, that's me for today. It's tiring. I've explained to you all about my occipital neuralgia. I can't work too much because it affects the nerve in the neck and the spine. I mean, it doesn't stop me from doing everyday chores and work and exercise, but I can't overdo it or I'll be in bed for about a week. You can see there's a white patch right here, this circle piece here. That's also extremely hard to chisel. So tomorrow I'm going to come in here, I'm going to chisel this part out, and then I'm going to move over to this corner wall, ready for the cement that we're waiting for on the mortar. I've still got the piece up the top to chisel off. It's quite hard with these old steps that I have. They're not very sturdy. The least little movement and they tilt. They've not got a safety latch inserted on the ladder here. So you have to be very extremely careful. But yeah, that's me, guys. The forge is looking great. It's getting there. It's going to look fabulous. The bar is going to go over here. We did have a party at the weekend. It was one of our children's 18th birthday. He had a few friends round. Just his friends. Not a big party or anything. It was just a small gathering. But you can see the walls, how nicely completed they are. I've straightened up the wall here because it had a bellow in the wall slightly, and I've pieced in a lot of stones around this wall here where the balloons are, just to bulk it out a bit. I'll take you over and give you an example of, so you can see there's a little tiny bellow. But I've pieced in a lot of stones to bring up the wall into a nice straight, well, as straight as I could possibly get it. It would have taken me a lot of work to piece in a lot of stones to get it as straight as, well, as we say, it's extremely hard to try and get it as straight as professional stonemasons can get it. But now I've worked my way around the walls. I've also, if you've noticed at the top of the beams, it's not a very good angle, that camera there. I've also concreted around the beams and made a nice little archway just to support the beams a bit better. I've left a hole there because we're going to put a light in there. Cemented all the way up into the cracks of the woods. It's looking great. This wood, the ceiling woods, the floor upstairs needs redone. It's 2 floors in this building, but as you can see the difference in the walls. The walls were like this before to this. So what a massive difference and an accomplishment. I take my hat off to me and of course family. The family have put their input in too. The children and my husband helped chisel it. I'm the cement worker in here. So for a girl it's not too bad. For my first time it's actually quite nice. It's neat. It's solid. So if you try to do something that you think is impossible for a female, I know a lot of girls think, oh no, I can't do this man's job, and you know, every job in the world is, we share. We can all accomplish something if we really try. I mean, my husband, he can knit and he can darn, he can do crossy stitch. He could probably do you know, like woolly hats and everything, you know, but he just doesn't sit down and do these things. But man and woman out there, we can all share the jobs that we choose to do. We can all share them with each other, and this is the accomplishment that you can get out of it. I mean, my work might not be as good as a man's hands, but it's just as good, I think, you know. I'm just making all you women out there feel a little bit more stronger in yourself and give you more confidence that you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Although November this month is the man's, well-being for men, fighting cancer, committing suicidal, you know, for alcoholics, drug addicts. This is November for the men to remember. But it's looking great. I think once it's got round the cementing part here, it's going to look lovely. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already subscribed. Like and share. Big thank you to all the new subscribers that have approached us. And a big thank you to a few of our friends that have shared the channel. And to all you men out there in November, you're strong. You can fight through these battles. If nobody knows what I'm talking about, Google up November for men's well-being and you'll know. And have a lovely day. Goodbye.